Topping our news at 9:30 this morning, Elkhart County once again had the highest unemployment rate in the state of Indiana. Making news tonight, one man is out of the hospital, another remains in stable condition after a shooting in Napanee. Police say the men were shot early this morning. News Center 16's Brandon Lewis was at the scene and joins us now live from the newsroom with more. And Brandon, how are neighbors reacting?
I'm Joel Schipper in Niles, where almost 50 families, 50 homes have been evacuated in 2 businesses because of a possible failure to a retaining wall. Do you have anything to say about gas going up 20 cents last night?
Well, I think it's outrageous.
Another pretty important point. Joel?
Yeah, it's going to be a great time. Those three are just... And what was your favorite song? What did you say it was again?
Born in the USA.
Who sings that?
John Mellencamp. Am I wrong?
It's Bruce Springsteen.
Bruce Springsteen. All right. Well, you know what? I retire from talking about music.
It's okay.
I'm going to walk away now.
All right, okay, goodbye. All right, Nick, we'll be checking back in with you.
And the guys were screaming like women. So don't worry, I mean, your mission's accomplished.
What does your daily routine consist of? Do you guys work an hour a day and go home?
Yes. That's about it, yeah. And I'm exhausted.
Does your phone have the music on it?
No.
No?
I think
you don't have Fergie Ferg?
No. Does yours?
Hannah Montana. When you see the smoke, when you see the flames, you'll know to stay away from this area. Take a look behind me. The planes, 1 of 4. I want to show you this over here. This is a piece of plywood that has impaled itself into the side of the tree. So if that gives you any indication of just how strong, as you were mentioning, the winds were last night.
This is breaking news from News Center 16.
I'm Joel Schipper, and we are following breaking news right now out of Mishawaka. A police officer has been killed. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Michiana's #1 weekend newscast, News Center 16 Saturday morning. I'm Joel Schipper.
News Center 16's Joel Schipper is live on the scene with the details. Joel, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Tricia, like you mentioned, luckily that officer only suffered minor injuries, but we're here on Lincoln Way West in Osceola in front of the Iron Butterfly Tattoo and Piercing Shop. That's where the whole incident actually ended up right here. It began about a quarter mile farther down the street, ended minutes later right here at the Butterfly Shop, and that's where the suspect crashed his truck and was found dead. The off-duty Mishawaka officer was on his way home around 11 o'clock last night when he saw what police are calling suspicious activity at the Snyder Auto Sales car lot on Bowles and Lincoln Way West. The officer checked out the scene and discovered the suspect, and not many details are being released at this point, but police say the situation escalated and the officer feared for his life, and that is when he opened fire. The suspect managed to escape in his truck and crashed here at the tattoo parlor about a quarter mile away. He flipped his vehicle, crashed into a tree, and that's where the suspect's truck is now being loaded up onto the back of a flatbed, a wrecker. The body was just removed probably about 45 minutes ago. Police are not saying exactly if the suspect died in the crash or if he died because of the officer's bullet. Metro Homicide was out here since 11 o'clock last night, deciphering what went on and checking out all the evidence. Names are not being released at this point, either the officer or the victim in this crash, the suspect in this crash. But as we mentioned, Tricia, the officer was taken to the hospital, treated, and released, and he is doing fine.
Yeah, it could have been a much different story.
Yeah.
All
absolutely.
Right.
And they expect this road has been closed since about 11 o'clock last night. They expect both ways of Lincoln Way West to open in the next 45 minutes, so half hour to 45 minutes to make sure it's open for the morning rush hour traffic.
Okay, and we'll hope to have more information available to our viewers, and we'll have much more on that roadway throughout the morning this morning. Thanks a lot, Joel.
Pit bulls are, arguably at least, the most feared breed of dog. But one Michiana woman is setting the record straight when it comes to this particular breed.
We're introducing you to a woman who says her pit bull, Katie, is a dog that changed her life forever.
Karen Ice enjoys spending her days outside with her dog, Katie, but knows the love she has for her dog's breed isn't shared by much of society. Katie is a pit bull.
I would trust this dog with my life. In fact, if something would happen to her, I would get another pit bull.
But to Karen, Katie is more than just a loving pet. After playtime, it's time to go to work.
Come on, let's go do some shopping, Kate.
This pit bull is a service dog. She's Karen's support, literally, when it comes for the two to go in public. Karen has multiple sclerosis and received Katie nearly 4 years ago, saving her from a fate all too common with pit bulls. Katie was part of a litter found at a drug lord's house. The runt of the litter, at just 7 weeks old, was being prepped to be a bait dog.
They rub raw meat on them and throw them into a little arena or pit. and then the other dogs learned to kill by killing that bait dog.
Karen adopted Katie with the help of Midwest assistance dogs, and it was there the bond began.
I sat on a chair. Katie came over to me, and so I picked her up, and she went to sleep under my chin. And I told my husband, I don't care what type of dog this is, I want her.
Ever since then, Katie has been by Karen's side, even becoming a hospice dog for the elderly. However, her favorite place to go is the supermarket, where she's spoiled, showered with attention.
Hi, Katie. Hi, sweetheart.
And gets her favorite cookies.
Come on, sweetie. Did you get your cookie, huh? Did you get your cookie, huh?
Karen says when she takes Katie into public places such as this grocery store, it's usually the kids that run up and want to play with Katie. However, the adults stand to the side and get nervous. Karen says her goal is to change their perspectives on pit bulls.
People sometimes see her and say, oh my gosh, that's a pit bull. And I say yes, yes, but she is gentle.
At home, Katie helps Karen with taking off her shoes and socks or pulling her wheelchair. Opening up the fridge or a cabinet can sometimes be painful for Karen, but Katie is eager to help, sometimes too eager.
Good girl.
It's an unconventional bond, and one Karen hopes will break down stereotypes of this breed. A breed and a very special dog she owes her life to.
I feel like Katie and I are one. We're together all the time. She has been a miracle and a godsend to us. She cares for both of us.
Ellen DeGeneres makes us laugh every day, but she rarely does interviews. So before she and I met, we had you at home write in, and hundreds of emails later, here are your answers directly from Ellen.
Here she is now, Ellen DeGeneres.
She's one of the biggest stars in Hollywood, and for the past 5 years, Ellen DeGeneres has been making viewers laugh with her hit talk show. She's won Emmys for Best Talk Show and Best Talk Show Host for the last 4 years and shows no signs of slowing down. Just last week, she was nominated 8 more times. I had the rare opportunity to sit down with Ellen at her show in Los Angeles. The second you walk into the studios, you know the fans are ready for a great time.
Gotta say, you guys have a fantastic audience. Fantastic audience.
We really do.
You really do. You really do.
Everybody says it. I feel the same.
Michiana, you wrote in with your questions, and Ellen has the answers.
Allison Shelley from Mishawaka, Indiana. What is your favorite song to dance to?
Right now, I mean, it changes all the time. Right now, it's 4 minutes. It's Madonna and Justin's song, and that's right now.
All right. So it changes.
It'll change.
Okay. Jeff Price from South Bend, Indiana. You guys love roller coasters. Your favorite roller coaster is?
Oh no, I don't love roller coasters. I'm forced to do them because we go to Orlando.
Okay, that makes sense.
And everybody wants me to do them. I like the Hulk though because I like the shooting out of the tunnel thing. Right. I like that. But then, so I don't have. I really don't know that I would ever do it again if we didn't have to do that. Okay. Yeah.
Sherry from Dwajek wants to know the first person you ever made laugh that you remember.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
No. I caught myself.
Yeah. I was like. Oh man.
Yeah. Am I red?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Am I? The first person that mattered to me that I made laugh was my mother. When I was, my mother and my father were divorcing when I was 13, and she was going through a hard time. I think that kind of guided me into this line of work because I realized I could change people's moods by making them laugh, and it was, I think it was my mom that kind of led me this way.
Do you ever just wake up and be like, I can't believe this is my life, that every single day I come out here and I entertain, 215 people here, but also millions at home. Do you just want to pinch yourself?
No, I don't want to pinch myself. That would be horrible. But, yeah, I feel grateful, and my life is a very, it's a wonderful life. It really is. I'm very grateful.